Hi, my name is Samantha Nielsen, and I am here today with Gretchen McCann. We're going to be talking about Relay for Life. She's one of the event chairs this year. Relay for Life is, how many years has it been in Saline now?
It's been 7 or 8 years. I've been involved for 5 years.
So we're really excited to have it back again this year. It's an amazing event that we have going on May 14th this year. And so we're going to find out a little bit more about it, how to get involved, and some of the different activities that are going on all day long. So thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
This is such an amazing event, and I love that it's in Saline and gives us an opportunity as a community and around our community to participate in this event. So we are going to be doing Relay for Life again this year in downtown Saline at the new location, which is Henney Field. Well, it was new last year, right?
Yes, it was. We moved it to beautiful Henney Field, which is a hidden gem in the community. If you're not aware of where it is, it's on Bennett Street. And in the last few months, it's all been illuminated. We have new lights that are up there. It's typically got 2 ball diamonds that they have baseball on, and as well as a beautiful walking path right downtown. We're very lucky to have it there because it really showcases our team situation and all the fun events that we have for Relay for Life.
And so Relay for Life at its core is to support the American Cancer Society and their research and development for a cure for cancer. Is that right?
Yes, it's the American Cancer Society's signature event, signature fundraising event, as well as research and prevention and treatment. They also support the programs that are so important to the American Cancer Society that take care of the caregiver and the survivor, including 24-hour telephone support. They have guided meditation and Hope Lodge, which is a place where people can come and stay. There's also small low-cost housing for cancer patients and their families. One of the things that the event does is get an opportunity to showcase some of these events, or some of the programs rather, that are so important to the American Cancer Society, as well as providing funds.
And as the event has evolved, where it started as a fundraising event or fundraising race, it's evolved now into a full-day event, it looks like.
Well, yeah, actually in the past it was a 24-hour event, the message being cancer never sleeps. That was not it was less appealing for people to devote a whole day to, and actually a 24-hour day to the event. So we've made it very manageable, 9 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night. And of that, most people don't come and spend the whole day. They commit to a couple of hours with their team to walk around. Many of us do like to stay for the whole day because it's a day of entertainment and activity and fellowship that you really can't find anywhere else, and support for our friends and family that are struggling with cancer.
Well, and I thought what was interesting too is we were talking about the different activities and different events that were going on throughout the day, is how the day is open to welcoming people at all stages of their process and however they're dealing with cancer in their lives, because it's hard to find somebody that's not affected by cancer.
Oh, absolutely. And for community, for the entire community, it's a day to come and show up and show support or just enjoy all the things that we have going on. For instance, at 9 o'clock we have a fun run, a family-friendly walk for people of all ages that is was very well attended last year. At 11 o'clock we have the Bark for Life, which is sort of new to the American Cancer Society. We did have it last year. It's an opportunity to bring your canine companion to join in the fun. And they'll offer for instance, there'll be photography booth. There'll be treats and opportunity to do a maze and an obstacle course.
With their pets?
With their pets, and it's the socialization, and I can tell you it's just so much fun to watch the dogs. And actually, there's also a costume contest this year, which is going to be pretty fun.
And then there is the afternoon race. And what time does that start?
Well, it's not exactly a race. It's at 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock the event begins in earnest, starting with our opening ceremonies, and we have two renowned speakers that will be sharing information on research and good news on the horizon. I can tell you last year it was so affirming to hear from the professionals all the things that are coming that will really make cancer. I can't say that it will be a thing of the past in our lifetime, but the treatments are going to be so much more physically friendly.
I'm so glad they're making changes with that. That tends to be such a horrible part of the whole process. I mean, one of the horrible parts about the whole process.
Exactly.
So there are going to be the speakers that are going to be coming and talking, which I think is fantastic. That's really something to look forward to. What are some other things that are going to be going on that day?
We have each one of the teams has an opportunity to kind of showcase a little fundraiser in terms of a game, or sometimes they sell items that they have are handmade. They have food items for sale. There'll be entertainment. We'll have a line dance instructor. Jazzercise will be providing the warm-up at 2:30. We'll have strolling musicians. The fiddlers are going to be there again, and they're always such fun. The relay ends at night with our luminaria ceremony, which is the field is ringed with these bags that have been decorated in tribute to our loved ones, and last year we had over 800 bags that lined the field. And then we take a silent lap around the track, each with our own thoughts, as we scroll the names of the people that we have that we want to remember. So it's a lovely moment to be able to reflect on the people that have passed and the people that we are currently caring for, and it tops off a day that is been up to that point, full of fun and fellowship and a feeling that we're all in this together, which is, I think, for all of us, one of the reasons why we come back every year is that it's a community event.
And it's an event where it sounds to me, as you were describing, where you can come as a survivor or as a caregiver, like you said. I think another important point to bring up is to even come just to support those people that are going through it.
Absolutely.
Silently or through different conversations and connecting with people. But anybody going through struggles, it's always amazing to have that support.
Well, one of the features that we have as well is a caregiver and survivor tent, which will be a place where caregivers and survivors can meet after their first lap, after the opening ceremonies the walk begins with a survivor lead everybody around the track for the first lap. And then they will go to our special tent where they'll have an opportunity to have a little refreshment and some, I think there's entertainment as well this year, and a chance for everybody to kind of share in the moment of being with people who have struggled with cancer, have been a caregiver, but people who certainly are share that moment of the life-changing cancer diagnosis.
So I want to put you on the spot for a minute, and I want to ask you personally, how did you end up getting involved with Relay for Life? And you've found a mission in it for 5 years now, so tell me about that.
Well, it was 5 years ago when the bad news started to come and kept coming. I now have, fortunately, not too many people in my family have been touched by cancer, but it's been my friend group, and I have 12 very close friends in the last 5 years that have been diagnosed with cancer. Most of them, I will say, are have gone into remission, and they're living very healthy lives right now. But it's the 4 of them that have passed that make this a passionate response to, and all I can call it is bad news, because there's nothing worse than finding out that somebody that you love, everybody knows, it's certainly touched everybody, that, but getting that the cancer diagnosis about a friend is, while life-changing to them, is a very disparaging event for those that receive it. So, and all of us that work at the committee level, have been touched very closely by cancer, and that's why we work so hard to make sure that this is a fun event, a meaningful event, an event that showcases the fact that that we're all in this together, and we need to support each other, so that our hope is that we will have no more bad news, I guess, would be my wish anyway.
And then lastly, I want to ask you, what is your favorite part of Relay for Life? To me, one of the things that I say, as the event is 3/4 of the way through, that, if you could bottle this atmosphere and sell it, you could cure cancer, because the feeling is one of hope and remembrance, but in a joyful way, and tribute. I wouldn't call it sad. I certainly wouldn't call it festive, but it is a feeling of support and community for something that everybody on the field has been touched by. Even if you're just coming to enjoy the events of the day, there's no escaping the reason for the event. And so I would just say that it just makes you feel good. Great. So thank you. The event this year is May 14th.
May 14th, Saturday, May 14th. It begins at 9 o'clock with the run, the fun run, and then and walk. And then 11 o'clock is Bark for Life, which is lots of fun as an observer or somebody who's bringing your furry friend. And then 3 o'clock would be our event in earnest. But there's still plenty of time to get a team together. Churches, clubs, sports, neighborhoods, friend groups, people who want to establish a tribute or honor a friend who's struggling or has lost their battle, are all getting together and putting together a team and raising funds and putting together a fun day. It's like a giant picnic is what it is. And we welcome anybody that would like to still have a team, join a team. If you're a survivor, we want you to come and take advantage of the survivor tent. And we want you to come if you're a member of the community and enjoy this day that is a special tribute to people who deserve a special tribute. So thanks very much for letting us talk about this today.
Remind me what the website address is to find out more information.
relayforlife.org. And once you get there, you could look up our Saline event, and from that you can find almost anything. You can find ways to join a team, you can find your way to setting up a team, and certainly ways to donate.
Thanks again so much for coming down and for sharing your stories.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
We're looking forward to having Relay for Life again in Saline this year. It's going to be an amazing event, a full day of activities. We welcome everybody to come down, whether you've been touched by cancer directly or you can come down and support other people that have. Thanks so much. We look forward to seeing you down there.